Well, a warm welcome one and all on what has been an horrendous, a wet evening. Thankfully, this rain has been deemed to be within reasonable limits, and after an inspection and all the regular formalities, the teams were handed in on time, and the all-important go-ahead was given. Bit of disruption, of course, for those travelling in the direction of the ground. The crowd had taken a little longer than usual to get in and to settle down, but thankfully that is behind us, and we are on track. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I'm going to go for the little wriggler, that is Raheem Sterling. His small frame and pace gives him a real advantage over bigger, slower defenders. And his turning sharpness is another very tricky part of his game, and he's a handful.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. That gets things running. Chelsea have the league's best defensive record. It's a throw in. Well, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Beckham! Chooses to go back, has a hit, and the ball's come out.
Manchester have been the more adventurous for me and productive, and now they have to add that clinical bit.
Manchester are on a great run, 5 wins in a row. And a shot! Oh, real Beckham! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Chelsea do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Hoists it forward. Timely intervention. Diogo Dalot. Chelsea, whose manager was the brains behind the last win.
Look.
And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Has a pop! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
His radar picked up on that very quickly, and he was first to react.
That's gone a long way up and away. He's made sure that that won't get through. Away from immediate danger. Dembele gets my vote as one of the men of the moment.
Yeah, he's very much a man with a mission. He's getting a run of games, he's scoring goals, and his team is winning games. Listen, it's all rosy in the garden.
He's in! He's had a shot!
Chelsea have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Beckham. Good clearance and very necessary. Well played, he saw that coming. Just wouldn't be beaten there. Played back in. It's on has a pop! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Cristiano Ronaldo really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Strong punch. He's gone for it!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Cuts it out. Casemiro. Good ball. And he's there to cut it out. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham! And he comes up trumps again. All the way back and they start again. De Ligt. Forward, what does he try from here? Dembele tries a shot! It's there! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Hits one! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
The referee brings the first half to a close. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. The action has already resumed here.
Manchester clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Giggs. He came in hard, very hard. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Beckham. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Referee's given a throw. Got a shot away!
Looking back on that, it was some save and potentially a big moment for the keeper and his team.
Já? Não. Nada.
Tinha 6?
Tá.
Well positioned to make that interception. No question, that's a foul. Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He's gone for goal. It's broken loose. Hit long and direct. It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. Time for a change in personnel. That's been levered clear. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Battles to win it back. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And hits shapes to shoot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
A chance that's created through very good drafting. Did well to get in the face of his opponent.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Casemiro tries to get it forward quickly. Dembele. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here. Yeah, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Casemiro. Oh, good ball. Chance! He scores! And again they hit the front.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Chelsea making consecutive changes here. Manchester get themselves into the lead.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
De Ligt gets it back.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Gets the better of his man. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Oh, the ball's come loose.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Goes direct to the front line.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
So not long left in this now. The undefeated run now looking all but over.
Yeah, it's very much looking that way, but
what?
Well, what I'm trying to say, Peter, is that recent...
Oh, shooting chance! And that would have won it.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Manchester just have to run down the clock. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Has a hit! Lovely bit of skill. Casemiro. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
He's had that put on a plate. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Manchester have held on. A knife-edge game, a single goal margin, but they have won it. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Manchester can do it tonight with a win. 3 points would make them safe and into the knockout stage. A chance to prolong their stay amongst Europe's elite clubs. They won't need to worry about lack of support. Really well represented on the night. The faithful have turned out in good numbers. The Estadio José Alvalade, of course, a venue fit for a capital city, located here pretty close to Lisbon's international airport. Manchester are nothing less than a picture of focus and determination. They know what this means.
Yeah, this is the most straightforward task to tackle, Peter. Nothing but a win will do, and whatever game plan the manager adopts, these players will be driven by the need to get the job done. I think for reputations, finances and prestige, this is a very, very big deal now.
The way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have...
Pato! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. And that's a throw. Giggs. Casemiro. Giggs. Out to the right. It's well blocked and back out it comes. Beckham. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pato. Ball's gone out of play. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! To get it forward quickly. Speculative strike. Gave it a go, but off target.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Guarín. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Could move up a gear here.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Decent looking ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Has a hit! It's a goal! First blood drawn.
It's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
And the weighted pass. Could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Defender's on the back foot. Now it's Di Maria. Di Maria takes the long option. More than happy to take the muscular approach. It has got through to him. Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Hey.
Big relief, it just needed better contact. Hoists it forward.
Puta que
I
pariu.
like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
Bale. Could try cutting inside here. And it's hoisted clear. Shoots! Oh, that is rather wide.
All you'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Just needed to be better than that, and he knows it. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Hit into the middle. Strong punch. Beautifully done. Beckham. And the shot! The defence can get it clear. And here's the chance to counter. That's going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close sport half of football. Still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
You're just back from your break. You've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it seems...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Managed to get it away. Beckham. Bruno Fernandes. Out to the left it goes.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Gets away from his opponent. And he's there to hoof it away. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Sancho.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Pato. It's a good foot in there. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. It's Di Maria. Guarín already, of course, on the score sheet. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
He hits it! Had everyone off their seats.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. And it's played forward. He's through the middle. Pato! He has done it! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Now a chance to break. And help's available out wide. Lovely bit of skill there. Di Maria. That's great strength on the ball. James Rodriguez. Bale. Sancho. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, they're definitely going about things the right way, Peter. A goal soon can bolster energy levels now.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. So not long left in this now. Ronaldo spreads it towards the left. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Time for a change in personnel.
I think this is going to add an entirely different dimension to their attack now. They've got the physical presence, they've got a real aerial threat, and it looks more promising from here.
Guarín. Looking to hit the front line. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Quaresma. And it's the goalkeepers to play. Bale. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Cristiano Ronaldo simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good clearance and very necessary. So that's it. It is all over. Manchester beaten here. They might well feel aggrieved. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Well, Manchester, clearly one of the genuine footballing hubs in England. And here is the hallowed turf, which is Old Trafford. We have already started here.
Oh, great save, real class.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Casemiro tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And the counter is on. Cuts it out. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Gets the better of his... He's gone for it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Crystal Palace were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
And he's on a charge. That'll be a throw. It's going to be another throw. Manchester are the form side of the moment. 5 wins on the bounce. They've managed to get it away. He's dealt with that well. And the ball's come out. He's going after it. Oh, real danger here. And it's played forward. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's going direct. Knocks it away. Quick glance at goal. Forward it goes. And now they can launch a counter. Tries to get it forward quickly. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, they could have had a bit more joy earlier if they'd varied their game and played a longer ball forward. I think this is looking much more promising now.
Out towards the flank. Has a look and plays it in. And that's been repelled. Sancho. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's really nice. Now, what next? The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Plenty waiting in the middle. Casemiro. It's come loose. Breaks on here. Now it's Joe. Hoists it forward. Now it's Joe. Chance! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Giggs. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Has a look and has a go. Gave it a go, but off target.
Manchester have decided to carry on taking pot shots, but they're not closer to any joy.
Casemiro. Hits one! What a wonderful goal!
And always such a great time to score. A brilliant boost before you head in for half-time, and you can guarantee that dressing room will be buzzing now.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
The referee brings the first half to a close. Oh yeah, off they go for half-time. We did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Manchester needing a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
De Ligt. Casemiro. Crystal Palace quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
Looks to clip it forward. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. De Ligt. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Forward it goes. Oh, good interception. No way through there. Beckham. Casemiro. Oh, good ball. Cleared away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Let's put a stop to that. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Hit into the middle, and it's hoisted clear. Joe tries to get it forward quickly. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Towering header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Manchester can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Manchester got their goal at the end of the first half, and the score is 1-0. It's good distance on it. Joe, chance to break, played out to the right. Gets away from his opponent.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do. Manchester clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability has just crept into their play.
He's got through. Joe.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Manchester are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Nketiah. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. So here comes the substitution.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Challenge, but fair enough. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The final 5 minutes. It is just a question of running down the clock now. De Ligt. Shaw. De Ligt. Sancho. Sancho. Beckham! Tries to get it clear. Nketiah. And that will be the final act. Manchester wouldn't by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud.
Has a hit! He's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Massive leap!
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, that's an agonising miss. Just pure agonising.
Decent looking ball. Cleared away. And they've been caught out here. It's always going to be the keepers. Sancho goes on a charge down the left. Manchester are on a great run. 5 wins in a row. He's got options out wide. Lovely feet. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. And it's played forward, now the counter. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Giggs. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Brighton seem happy to let their strikers roam out wide.
I wouldn't want that. No? Well, my worry is that their main threat is being shifted out of contention.
Tosses it in. Gets it back. Could move up a gear here. Giggs. Cristiano Ronaldo. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Here it is, that's a pop!
Vai fazer a porra do gol, vai tomar no cu.
He was so alert to the possibilities there, great stuff.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Perder pra essa porra desse time, velho.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Casemiro fires from distance. Goalkeeper's ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. Good steal, he just read it. Receives it in a good position. Plays it out to the wing. Tries Needs to get it forward. Goes for goal! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Danger averted for now. Ronaldo goes up and over. Cuts it out.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Towering header! He just whacks it away. Has a goal! He scored!
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, this is not for the faint-hearted, Peter. This is hard and fast football.
March. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. We're already back underway here. Joel Veltman. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Sancho. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the ball's come loose. It's one! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Bruno Fernandes did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
That's the throw. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Manchester picked up all 3 points from their previous game. The win, however narrow, really important. Now tries a shot! to meet it! That's caused a worry or two.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Dunk. With a delicate ball. There's the through ball. He's left his man. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
He gets, real danger here. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Forward it goes. March. De Ligt positions himself well and cuts it out. And the counter is on. Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Joel Veltman. Veltman drives it forward. March. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Deftly done.
Brighton showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
De Ligt. Roberto Carlos. It's a loose ball, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Played back in. Battles to win it back.
Brighton merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And that has been clubbed away. Played into space out wide. Play for a throw. Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
The final seconds now. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Well, they could break here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Passion and panache and perseverance, and in the end, parity. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Well, Manchester, clearly one of the genuine footballing hubs in England. And here is the hallowed turf. Beckham! The defence can get it clear. Bamford. He's left his man. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. Casemiro very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Has a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Ampadu with the clearance. Good take, and he's had a look. Clears it out of harm's way. Beckham!
Oh, and things were shaping up very nicely there after the little drop of the shoulder.
Oh, smart save. Leeds have failed to win any of their last 5 away games. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Forward it goes. And it's got through. He's found his man, he's got away, hits one! It's off target and by quite a way.
Manchester know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Side yet able to force a breakthrough here. What a ball this is, and Bamford! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And that's been levered clear. Has a hit! Over to the left. Well played, he saw that coming. Martinez, Bamford. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. A real chance if he can get through. Gets away from his opponent. He's tried one! And it's hoisted clear. Roberto Carlos. Shapes to shoot! And the follow-up! Ampadu can hoist it clear. He'll try from distance. What a rocket! That is special! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! As long-range strikes go, that is a belter, just brilliant.
Well, there was no pressure from the defence. You have to say they were actually asking for that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Tries to get it forward quickly. It'll be a throw-in. Gets wrestled off the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. A heavy challenge. The referee brings the first half to a close. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Manchester merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Tries a shot! He's there to make a great save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Hoists it forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Leeds, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Listen, there's just no hiding place, and it was refreshing to hear him admit to getting it wrong. He miscalculated, human error, we move on.
Well positioned to make that interception. Ampadu. Manchester just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Bamford. Giggs. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet has clearly made him a marked man now.
Fires from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Keeper's got good distance on that. What an adventurous run from a defender.
Leeds are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle.
And the finish! He's missed, but not by that far.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Foot in. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Manchester are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Here it comes. Ampadu gets rid without sophistication.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Danger averted for now. Be a throw-in. De Ligt. Time is ebbing away, but it feels like an eternity when you're holding on to a slender lead. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Roberto Carlos. De Ligt. Casemiro. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. To stoppage time, whistle due any moment.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
It's loose, who's getting there? And the referee brings it to a close. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. Your reflections, don't you? Manchester can settle it right here, right now. There is a relaxed air about it, not a real sense of urgency or anything remotely resembling that. The crowd, though expectant, they fully require of their team to get it done on the night. Some wonderful scenes here. It is what we have come to know and love about Old Trafford, Manchester. Manchester lining up with a look of total focus. Their eyes fixed on the ultimate prize that lies well beyond these group stages.
Yeah, on a night when a point will suffice, they have to take to the field, Peter, with a mindset to win. Everything else will then take care of itself until the draw is made for the round of 16. They cannot allow a muddled mindset.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting...
Bale! Oh, that's a fine save!
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Defenders on the back foot, and it's got through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away, dashing forward at pace. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
It's a busy front line, lots of movement.
And is that working for you?
Well, not really. To be honest, I'm not a great fan of taking goal potential away from the penalty box.
He's spotted the run and he's gone for it! It's in!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Manchester take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. De Ligt. They just need to avoid defeat. It would mean so much to them. Sancho. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Beckham. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Only partially clear. Lookman. Hardly anything between the sides. And the score is 1-0. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. De Ligt. Casemiro. Roberto Carlos has a look and has a go. That is a routine catch.
Well, Peter, I would say it was worth a try.
Ederson. Now the cross. Could be a chance. It's one! Through to the goalkeeper. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Going through. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Chance! Sancho, a scorer already in the game, has a hit! It's anyone's ball. And out to safety. He hits it. He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Cleared away. Lookman gets away from his opponents. Oh, that is lovely footwork. And it's kept it. And the shot! Played it short. Pasalic! He's looking to get there first. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Has a pop! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Sancho just might have got a little ahead of himself then. Maybe he had too much thinking time.
The referee's had a look. He's blown his whistle for half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, there really hasn't been an awful lot to separate the two sides. One goal scored from a breakaway, and that's it. So I'm expecting the second half to start in this manner too. And this is by no means decisive, and there's plenty of time left to get back into this.
Manchester, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. The action has already resumed here. Manchester just about have their noses in front. Zappacosta did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Oh, good interception. Pasalic. Lookman. Zappacosta tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and they've made him a clear target of their focus to keep him as quiet as they possibly can.
Now the massive leap! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's left his man. And he's there to hoof it away. That's been won straight back. Back into the middle. Bruno Fernandes. Kings it out wide. Played back in. Pasalic gets it back. Goalkeeper's ball. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo is an obvious threat from set pieces. He needs special attention to stop him making a run.
That's not going far. Bale!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And surely that does it! Perfect time decisive strike.
Manchester are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's the clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
Manchester have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Battles to win it back. Bruno Fernandes. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Rapidly approaching the end. Manchester are closing in on qualification for the knockout stage. Pasalic into the last 5 minutes. And he's going long. Here it comes. Sancho. Cristiano Ronaldo. Zappacosta. Pasalic. Plays it out to the flank. He's got options out wide. Gets the better of his man. Towering header. Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And time is up. And just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, not as smooth as they would have preferred, but they're through, and that's the bit that matters most.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive... And the shot! There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Gets away from his chance! He's scored!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Manchester are ahead, 1 goal to the good. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that wasn't far away.
Cristiano Ronaldo nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
That's been won straight back. Casemiro. Roberto Carlos. Manchester have been mighty impressive away from home, unbeaten in 5. It'll be a throw-in. De Ligt. Defenders on the back foot. Out to the right. Plays it out to the wing. Into the box. And that should be the keepers. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo!